goes there. Pac-Man not able to get a lap in. Oh yeah. So then, Tunable, I think he also has a polyband for the wrong tires. So the only two people that really got eliminated would be Carl and Chicken Wing out of Oh dear. Well, on Chris, yeah, just tell me whoever you're on and then I'll flick through it. Well, looks like, guys, there's a bit of an issue with Wesley, so I think you guys can only hear me commentating and not him. So we're going to sit on board with, I think Christopher pulls out of his lap, so that'll be the end of fun. Seems to be the case. Only 2 drivers getting eliminated, the rest having polybans.
Front-facing baby chick out of Q1 face with tears of joy.
Alright, so out Pac-Man, Baddies, Tunable, Kyle, Chicken Wing, and yeah, those guys will not make it into Q2. That's so strange though, I've never had this. Let's check the stream again, see if... Yeah, that'll take us through the top 10. So we got Sims in Q1 going fastest, Korsabaki, then Kenty, then Dive Bomb, then Shakes, Quaz, Christopher, J-Boy, good lap from him, the reserve driver. Should be in 9th, and Bukavane in 10th. That rounds up the top 10 runners. And you already called out the people that got eliminated earlier, so let's head into the next session then.
Sim and Corsa Tire 1 drivers.
Chicken. Bunkies is in the chat there. Evening, Mr. Ronalds. That's alright. I'll have to keep the people entertained. It's not the end of the world.
Wet race.
Evening, Mr. Ronalds. Here goes Korsabaki, crossed the line to start his lap. One of the faster runners at Baku, obviously our race winner from last week. It's right on board with the Williams as he hooks it up nicely around the Rivage. Coming down to the second chicane, make sure not to exceed, nearly hits the wall. Coming through the third chicane, again making sure that... Yep, yeah, we're on course again. Activates DRS onto the back straight, keep it left. Turn in for the next chicane, a short run down to the hairpin. Very clean lap from Korsabaki, shouldn't be any difficulties for him. Nice rotation through the hairpin. Good exits. Coming through. Yeah. The penultimate corner, Wall of Champions. There we go. Korsabaki, yeah, 109, 108 actually. Yeah, it was very fast. Blistering lap from the Korsabaki as he shows not only is the Corsa brand reliable, it is also quick. Okay, let's ride on board with, here we go. Shakes is on an outlap on mediums, about to do a time. Let's ride on board with Shakes. Shakes comes through the Wall of Champions, starts his flying lap. Hopefully his tyres are at the correct temperature. Turns it in through the Rivage. Nice rotation. Good pull away. Should be up on a few people's deltas. Shakes really seems to be keeping it easy so far. Nothing too major from this lap. Out onto the back straight here. Ooh, that might be an invalid lap. That's on board with him. Through the hairpin, you want to get it to rotate nicely through and then easy out on the throttle. Lovely corner. The Alpha moves out of the way. Activates DRS on the long straight. Keeping it as far left as possible for the Wall of Champions, shifting down 4 times. And should be a 110, low 110 for Shakes roundabout there, just like a clean simple lap. Actually pulled out of it. Don't think he completed it. Oh, and he hits the wall. As we have Kenty on an outlap in front of Shakes. He's also in the danger zone, Kenty. Let's stay on board with Kenty. Further on, Korsabaki decides his time is good enough to get it through. Hopefully we can fix the comms issue by Q3. If not, this will be my first ever solo commentary, unfortunately, for us. All the white, blue and red horse about to start his flying lap. Here he comes. Lining it up nicely through the Wall of Champions. Kenty goes across the line to start his lap. Through the Rivage. Nice rotation in. Shift down to second. Get even more rotation out. Good clean lap so far. The second chicane, keep it out of the DHL boards. Now onto the following chicane towards the back straight. Very good lap so far from Kent. Wall of Champion chicane. As we stay on board with him, praying he turns in enough, that's going to be right on the limits to whether or not that's invalid. He invalidated it, yeah, I called it. 2.5 seconds up, hey. That is unfortunate. Kenty could have went 2.5 seconds faster, but unfortunately invalidated at the Wall of Champions. Is there anyone else on a lap? Why don't we switch with Puckavane? I think he's on a flyer. A Ferrari, bit of understeer, now he calls it off. He's had it. Holding up the charge to go again, I think, the Ferrari. Let's stay on board with see what he does. Builds up charge to go again for another flying lap. Hopefully he's got enough fuel. No, I think he might pull into the pits. Yeah, no, he's going. He's going for it. Alright, and across the line for another flying lap. On board with Mr. Pickavane this time. Very gentle on the throttle through the chicane. He's going to be down on his sector time there. Nicely through he goes. It all seems to be a very simple lap, but I don't think it's quite fast enough for Mr. Pickavane. So he's still in the danger zone. Should be. Let's go on board with him. He crosses the line to start his lap. In danger in that inevitable. Yeah. Should be understeering through the second chicane as he comes through this first sector. Not looking too promising so far, Shubi. Still in the danger zone, drops even further down with a lap from Kenty. Kenty will have 3 lap-old mediums to start the race on, so hopefully he can make those last. As Shubi goes through the hairpin, he's going to have a Red Bull a little bit ahead of him. Hopefully Clem's getting out of the way. Very smart decision. Our resident driver from Welsh, the Welshman. I think Shubi's pulling out of his lap. He wasn't quite happy with it. Lets his teammate Zubair through, gives him a bit of a tow. Yeah. And Zubair spins it. Zubair spins it at the Wall of Champions. Yeah. I wonder if he's got damage. He's on the soft, so Jay will have to put in a decent lap here to get into safety. Don't want to start on old tires, so he's switched onto a brand new set of softs. Right, let's try sit on board again with Jay, the reserve driver, getting a drive tonight for Alpine. Coming through the Ravage, first corner on the left, you want to make sure you keep it clean, under rotates through the exit, shakes, spins it on the exit of his corner. And the second chicane, very conservative so far this lap from Jay. He is 2/10 up though, but I don't think that's enough to get him out of the danger zone. He'll have to go 3/10 up. Coming through the second sector, keeping it nice and easy so far this lap from Jay. Nothing major, we'll see his sector time now. 4/10 up, he should be in the safe zone as long as he keeps it through the back straight we go as the engines blare down towards the Wall of Champions. Shifter down 4 gears, make sure you don't invalidate, and here we go. Nice and easy. Don't think that was the fastest way to take that corner, but it's a safe way, and that's all he needed. And now J-Boy is safe for the time. Alright, Wiz, any thoughts on the session so far that I can relay to the people? Yeah. So my co-commentator saying he's enjoying a sip of Brandewijn while he waits for his game to fix. I'm kidding. Yeah, but yeah, it's looking like these guys have put in a bit of practice and they're keeping it out of the walls. Yeah, they're very close. And don't count out Kenty there on the mediums as well. He's in the running. Yeah, the Haas boys looking like, yeah, but these mediums do feel pretty nice at Canada as a race tire. You wouldn't really want to go onto the hards, especially at a track like Montreal. Alright, let's ride on board with, I think, Pickervain's about to go in another lap. Quaz is coming across the line, he's safe. Improves by about 7/10 or so. The Worm's lining himself up, making sure. Now he's coming into the pit field. On board with anyone in particular, Wes? I think we only have Shubi and J-Boy out. J-Boy looks like he's on a slower lap. Shubi's in the danger zone on medium tires. We'll see how he does. In P15, no, he's having none of it. He's having none of it, so that will be qualifying done with for now. Q2 at least, yes. I think it's just J-Boy across the line. He will come. Doesn't improve, but I don't think he needed to be on the track. So. Relatively calm qualifying too, other than I think a bit of a mishap from Shakes. Wasn't too much happening there. Get that high 108 on the dot. Kenty's gonna go pretty quickly here. I see, we're back up, I think. Oh no, stream can see. Well, for the guys that are watching right now, the race is raining. We just had information from the drivers. It is a wet race, so that will be awesome to watch. For the standings now, 4 people out with lap times. Korsabaki currently fastest, Gia Botha in second, J-Boy in third, and Sims in fourth. Shake's going across the line, about to set his time. No, he backs out of the lap, I think. Is it? Yeah, sorry. Alright, so we've decided that we're not fixing the voice issue this week. Unfortunately, we can't find a patch to it. So let's ride on board with Kenty coming through the Wall of Champions now. Coming through them shortly, I should say. He's on an inlet. Who's not on an inlet? Saki's coming across. I think Saki might be on a fast lap. Saki's on an inlet. Okay. Go fast lap. There we go. We can sit on board with the Ferrari finally. And as he goes 7th fastest, a lap from the Ferrari. Quaz currently about 300 up on his time, and he aborts the lap. He misses the chicane. Let's head on board with Sims, Wes. He's about to go in his out. Right, everyone, let's try get Patented Ridden Gaming on board of this lap. So here we are in the Haas once more. Sims warming up the tires. He's on mediums, so that'll be interesting to see. He's got the pace. There he goes across the Wall of Champions to start his lap. Cross the line to start the flying lap through the reverse corner. You want to get it to turn in, shift down to get it on the exit. Quite a bit of lack of grip on those mediums. Through the second chicane he comes, avoiding the DHL boards on the right. Now the following chicane, left, then a right, onto the back straight we go. Yeah, I think we have 20 people here, full lobby indeed. And keep it to the left, make sure you don't hit the wall, could invalidate his lap there. Don't know if all 4 tires have crossed the white line, but down through the hairpin, the Haas rotates in pretty well on those mediums. Now, blasting down the casino straight we go, past all the Canadian fans, complaining about the noise, saying sorry about that, eh? Off to the Wall of Champions for the final corner, down into 4th gear. Oh, he aborts the lap. I think he had an invalid lap. I think we have here both his 3/10 down, but he's been blocked here by someone ahead. Very good. Yeah. That was close. Yeah. Yeah. Chris definitely got impeded. I think he's pulled out of his hot lap. But Thea is still pushing. I think he might be up on time. Let's see. It'll be close. So looking at the sector time, Thea will be 3 seconds up. No, he got impeded. So Thea's lap is over. Shakes gets to set a lap in. I think he's about to go across the line. I don't know if you want to sit on board with Shakes here as he gets one of his laps in. Oh. He's either pitting. No, he's building up. No, he goes. There he goes. So across the finish line to start his lap, down through the Ravage, turn around nicely. Yep, very good there from Shakes. Hug the inside apex. Shift through the gears nicely to the top of the hill for the second chicane. Burst the DHL boards, that was close, oversteering a bit. Now one of the more sharper chicanes. Onto the back straight, DRS wide open. Stay to the left so you can turn in for the final chicane at the end of the straight. Now towards the hairpin we go for a short run. You wanna hit hard onto the brakes, turning the car in. Giaborte gets out of the way very nicely. Shakes comes through onto the casino straight. Opens his DRS. He'll be a couple of tenths up on his time. Whether or not it's faster than Corsa Bucky, that we'll have to see. Waller champions. Oh! Understeer and then oversteer out of the corner. That's something you hate to see. Yeah, and that only puts Shakes. Yeah. We probably lost about 6/10 or so just on the final corner alone. So that was going to be a good lap. Right, let's sit on board with Korsavaki for his final lap. I think we're going to see something special here. He's really been gaining pace towards the season, Korsavaki. Very well run race at Baku last week, if the fans remember. Quite a liking for Korsavaki these days. As he warms up his tires for his final run of Q3. He's currently on provisional pole, but he would want to go faster. Yeah, well here he goes, through the Waller Champions to set up his lap. Very well done! There's a Mercedes sideways at the exit of the final corner. But it's okay. Korsavaki misses it. Yep. Hugs the inside apex as much as he can. A very different line we've seen there with Korsavaki. As he's at the top of the hill, down through the chicane, avoiding the DHL boards, that was on the limit. Might see a 108 here, getting it to turn in, 200s up, still on par. Very clean so far for Sabaki. Through the end of the straight, onto the nasty little chicane here. Towards the hairpin we go. For the slowest part of the track, turning the car in, he understeers a bit, not quite catching the apex. He'll take a wider exit to compensate. Onto Casino straight we go. Using the Pirelli boards to mark when to brake. Fourth gear, and on the edge, right through the Waller Champions, keep it clean. Little bit slower, so it won't be faster, I think. Oh, he just improves. 900s. Very good lap on board with Korsavaki there. I must say, he's one of the faster drivers we have. Yeah, on board with Sips. Yeah, let's see how he goes. Blasting through the casino straight, nearing 300 kilometers an hour. Waiting for those mighty stamp on the brakes at the Waller Champions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely through. He gets understeer and then oversteer. I think that happened to Shades earlier, the exact same thing, and he won't improve. No, did he improve? I'm blind. He improved. Yeah, he did improve. Yeah. I think he invalidated his other lap. Yeah. Good lap there from Sims, keeping it bit on edge there. Dive bombs pulled out of his lap. He's pulled out. Well, anyways, everyone, that's it for Q3, hey? Pretty exciting session here. Second to about 6th, covered by 6/10, 1/10 a place. Awesome to see, and Corsa Bucky running away in the front of the field. Justin retires to end our agony for a little bit less weight. Anyways, let me go have a look at the comments before we start the race. As I read out the top 10 from bottom to top, Justin Divebomb in the Aston Martin in 10th with a 110, Saki 9th, Shakes 8th, J-Boy in the Alpine in 7th, Quaz with a bit of an incident at the end of qualifying 6th, Kenty in the Haas, but slower today in 5th, Pierre Bortha with a nice lap, 109.3 in 4th, Christopher Avis in 3rd, Sims nearly improving a little bit more, but he lost it at the end, and Corsa Bucky on pole, 108.6. As we roll over to the race, and as I open up the stream, see if anyone here. Only YouTube gave me the stream. Oh, and it is raining in Canada. You love to see it. Yeah. It's a bit of both. It's raining, it's pouring, and Umpakavane is snoring, as we say. And, yeah. Nice to see a good wet race. We haven't had a wet start yet, I think, for the Tier 2 guys, so this will be a very different experience. Corsa Bucky, obviously the fastest in the dry, but when these trucks get a bit of moisture on them, it's a whole different ballgame. As according to Jeff's crayons,
so this like they're on the formation lap now.
One stop race in the rain. It shouldn't be anything too major, however. On board with the formation lap, let's read out the grid quickly one more time as they slowly come through.
Corsa Bucky, Sims,
Corsa Bucky, Sims, Christopher, Pierre Bertha, Kenzie, Quaz, J-Boy, Saki being there. Dive-Bombs, Bid, Dutchman, Clents, Shakes, Pickavane. Chicken Wing in 15th. Usually a lot higher.
Cameron, I just fixed it.
Oh, is it fixed?
Yeah, it's fixed.
We have, well, Haas nearly loses it. Sims
so at least you're going to have a partner.
Yeah, I don't know if you just caught that, but Sims nearly lost his wing there in his formation.
I just missed it, but it's going to be interesting on this.
Ooh, Sims warming those tires up to the edge. I may need to change my underwear, Wesley, after this formation. So Sims is trying to warm those tires up a heck of a lot more than that Williams in front. Where's your... Oh, Corsa Bucky!
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
I don't think you can get damage on the formation lap, though. So that's one benefit for him. Very luckily.
However, he's not disqualified from the formation lap, so his tires will be warmer than Sims. So, spinning out actually played into Corsa Bucky's hands there, I'd have to say.
Yep.
However, I do think we're going to see a bit of carnage.
Full wet, so it's going to be an interesting one.
So, sit on board with the leader. I'll be near chicken wing side because I feel like that's where the action will occur when it starts. Just hovering over chicken wing.
I'll sit on the best angle for the
sit
start of the
on
race.
Second. Sit on Sims, I think.
Yeah, I'm sitting on Gigi Buerta, so it's a nice view on him for the race start. Let's see.
Okay.
5 lights.
Interval.
Yeah, I think it's just loading everybody in now. Codemaster's taking his sweet time.
As they fall off on the grid, we wait for Codemasters to fix itself quickly. There we go.
Light 1, light 2, light 3, light 4.
5 red light. And they're out.
Nice
there
pull
we go.
there. Good start from Corsa.
Oh, the Aston Martin bumps into an Alpine near the middle of the grid. I don't think there's damage. We have a Ferrari off the track. We have a Mercedes off the track. Trying to keep tabs here at what's happening.
Aston Martin, McLaren, and
I think that Aston Martin might have damage on it. It's
3 guys going in that corner simultaneously.
Yeah. I think it was Pat that maybe had a bit of a... Either Pat or Justin dive bomb. Yeah, but for now, everyone just...
Sims is running away with it. He's by breaking a big gap, already 2 seconds leading the charge in the rain. He's very quick on this track.
Yeah, here comes Sims through towards the hairpin. Not too much standing water, so it's not the wettest possible race. But it is full wet.
That's running through the grid and seeing... So we've got a big... Oh, someone lost it. Shakes went off and he reset it on the track.
Yeah. He's got...
I think he's got in-play damage, might be.
He's got in-play damage. I don't see anything on my screen, but that was quite an in-play.
Kenty loses it as well.
Yeah.
So way outside.
Luckily he's ghosted there.
We've got Barry's here also trying to make a move on Quaz. He's at the back of him.
Here comes Barry's, yeah.
Only 3 tenths.
They go.
Oh, and looks like Quaz went into the pits. Probably has
the
some
Mercedes
damage.
Pushes, I think, the Aston Martin a bit wide through Wall of Champions. Can't go side by side there, but Sims 3 seconds ahead now almost. Of course, Bucky.
Chicken Wing also boxing. Has to replace.
Yeah,
it's boxing.
So it's wing number 1 for Chicken Wing. We know that he has a minimum of 2 wings per race. He is a chicken, ladies and gentlemen. Do not forget this.
So it's very close between the guys fighting for P4 and 3. I see Christopher at the back of Tunable and TV.
Your Tunable up 14 places here.
Brilliant stuff from him.
This.
Yeah.
Very clean racing from Tunable to keep it out of the chaos. And he seems to have pace because he's kind of maintaining that gap to Corsa.
Kea Bota going wheel to wheel with Christopher there, but Christopher getting a better exit.
Much better exit on board with them. Christopher's flying away under the rainy conditions with the better exit. They'll be safe through Wall of Champions, hopefully nothing transpires.
I think that's any driver's fear going through the corner 1.
Very
the last
well
corner.
taken corner by Theo Bertha there. Catches up nicely to the back of Chris.
A lot of confidence going through there.
Overtake button on the straights to close the gap. You do get a lot of ERS in the rain. Braking and coasting a lot more. Harvesting that energy on the track. So Sims gains another second on Corsa, Bucky. Whatever he lacked in the dry, he makes up for it in the wet. Hey, Liz.
Yeah, it's true. I see Barry's also making up a nice few spots.
Yeah.
In P10 now into the
8
points.
places up from Barry's. He has a qualifying ban.
Making his debut again for us here tonight as a reserve for DRS Racing.
The reserve driver is actually pulling in quite a good performance. J-Boy actually.
Oh, and Dutchman loses it, hits the wall.
Dutchman loses it.
Yep, Shakes overtakes him there. Too much pressure from
Carl
Shakes.
goes past as well. There's probably damage on that car. He seems to be limping it along.
Pat also making a move on Dutchman now.
Yeah,
good
Pat
move
gets
from
it
Pat.
through. Yeah, it was Justin Dalbon that had the incidents on the first lap, not Pat. Pat seems to be clean in the running here.
Yeah.
He's made up 5 places, Pat Man. Unfortunate race for him last week. He'll be wanting to prove himself again. As he's trailing Kyle within DRS range. Kyle is on the back of Shubi. No DRS though, we are in the wet. J-Boy catching up to Zubair. I see closest battle on track now.
Yeah, currently on their
He'll
battle
have a
with
run,
J-Boy.
maybe, on the next chicane.
See, tunable. Corsa Bucky lost it. Yeah, he spent.
Nope. Corsa Bucky spins.
Losing a lot of spaces.
Which is what I'm thinking. He was so fast in the dry, I don't think he's got a setup for the rain.
All the way down to P10.
Yeah, that shows the importance of planning, folks. Also, Bucky's running maybe a dry setup in the rain since he was so quick at qualifying. Doesn't seem to have the car in the rain. There goes Chicken Wing, multiple warnings, cutting corners.
And now
uses his wings to fly ahead of the track limits, past all the
closest battle at the moment is J-Boy and Zubair. Only 310s.
Here, Bortha actually 310s.
Oh, I see ya.
Here, Bortha on the outside of the hairpin trying to get better exit. He will get a better exit.
And
holding that
DRS.
overtake button.
Yeah. DRS, sorry.
There's no DRS, but there's
DRS, yeah.
I don't think he'll want to go side by side in this corner. He'll wait for the next straight. But
breakpoint misses.
They touch.
Yeah.
They touch. Doesn't stop the car in time, Mr. Fiaborta. I don't think he's got damage, luckily enough.
I think he hit the back tire, so lucky for him, no end plate loss there.
No bodywork damage, I think. Christopher seems to be a lot more conservative with the throttle here.
Safety car.
I wonder what he's doing. Yeah.
Virtual safety.
That's why he is.
Probably get a delta correct.
Wonder if it wasn't because of Dutchman. Maybe he was.
So I see Pitts and Dutchman both falling into the pits.
Yeah. Shocking weekend from AlphaTauri as the Dutchman gets his replacement of front wing. As I always say, luckily it's a Red Bull team, they get wings. You know this.
And that's what really helped Tunable Christopher, because I think Sims was literally pulling away at 7 seconds in front already.
Tunable having a remarkable race here. Another 15 positions up as a couple of people, especially Korsabaki, having a bit of an incident there spinning out. Korsabaki, ooh, right on the back of that Mercedes. Under the restart. I wonder if he doesn't have end plate damage. Yeah, I think he might have hit the back of it. I'll have to look.
Doesn't look like any damage visually.
He was right.
Might have a few cracks.
No, I think he's fine. He's challenging the Mercedes, which means he should be fine. All pieces of that car looks like.
I see he also has a penalty.
Yeah, for the hitting the back of a Mercedes.
Yeah. Kia Borta also getting a penalty.
With a penalty, you just noticed that as well. He's still in the back of Christopher. I see this being a long battle, Christopher versus Kia Borta.
Guys fighting hard for that podium spot.
Yeah.
But still a very long race to go. I wonder if the rain is going to clear. It doesn't look like it.
Korsabaki pitting. I think he's lost. He may have had a drive-through penalty. I think.
Oh yeah, speeding onto the virtual maybe then.
Yeah. Here, Borta, just getting past Christopher. I don't know if you were on board to catch that move.
That's okay. I made the move. I see ya.
Yeah. Jay makes a move on Zubair. Side by side they go. Zubair backs out. Barry's goes through now. Barry's ahead, making up 11 places into 7th.
And now full safety.
Full safety car. What's happening?
Full safety car. No idea.
I have no idea what's happening.
Doesn't look like someone's out. That's the big thing.
Very slowly. I think Dutchman's got some sort of issue. Kenty as well, he's dropped back quite far, so I don't know if he's got all his influence.
Check if Dutchman has damage.
Oh, Quaz runs wide as well.
Doesn't look like
people need to make sure they don't hit that safety car. It's parked off to the right of the track, waiting for the leader to come around. Sims goes into the pits, wanting a change of rubber.
And he still comes out.
Yeah, it's a free pit stop essentially. People need to make sure they don't hit each other forming up behind the safety cover. Here comes Sims now. But starts his safety car up.
Interesting thing is,
transition.
I don't see who crashed out. What happened? What caused the safety?
Yeah, I have no idea what caused that as well. It was maybe either a Mercedes or an AlphaTauri. Because Dutchman was going slowly and Quaz was in the pits.
I'm just looking on the penalties now, and I see Chicken Wing and Dutchman both have drive-throughs. So they're going to have to serve that, and that is going to be a big problem. I think they're going to...
pickle, eh? Yeah, they will probably be... Dutchman will be second last. Chicken Wing might even get left soon. So Pierre Bertha, now let's see what penalty he has.
3 seconds. Yeah.
3 seconds, so that's not bad. That's manageable.
Not bad, yeah. Just have to keep it clean for the rest of the 30 laps remaining, 28 laps
and
remaining.
This week, no one will have tyre change penalties because everyone started on the correct tyres. Nice to see.
Yeah, and tomorrow we don't have a reference even with the tyre compounds for us tier 1 race tomorrow. I mean,
no.
Unless it's a full wet for us as well.
Yeah, wet setups all the way because as we see, Korsabaki struggling in the wet weather. His ride height is very low. I think he's hitting standing water.
And then he's aquaplaning laterally and losing control of the car.
He's going into standing water again and his car is planted.
Maybe the ride height just too low on that.
He's got a dry setup on that one.
On that Williams. Yeah, that's one thing the guys always have to check. The weather. The weather. Before you start, load your setup, check the weather, guys, because you look at Corsa, big pace, and then now the race is all the way back at P30.
I don't know what to say about Chicken Wing running on board with him. He's struggling to pull away from the safety car. Still has to serve his drive-through as well, Chicken Wing.
5 seconds for Buerta, ignoring yellow flags. Oh, that's not going to help these guys.
He probably overtook someone and then didn't hand it back. Or... Oh dear, Mr. Hero.
This makes Christopher and Tunable now. Make it easy for them both.
Yep. So that will put him out of the top 10 almost, with 8 seconds worth of penalties. That's unfortunate for Kia. 5 second collision penalty there for Kia again. He seems to be getting a bit hot.
I don't know if the guys had a few beers or what's happening. Because
either hot-headed or light-headed, one of the two. Hey, am I right, boys? What's his penalties on? 13 seconds. That comfortably takes him out of the top 10 runners, even though he is in second. Shakes now. Probably racing. Yeah,
Chicken Wing still all the way in the back, so I don't know if the safety car will come in.
Chicken Wing is struggling to pull away from the safety car, so the safety car will do one more lap because Chicken Wing can't catch up. I've just gone on board to Chicken. Please go on board to Chicken Wing's car. I think they hooked him up with the front downforce wing. Look how flat his front wing is. Oh, that's not what you want to be using in the rain, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. That's
so we're just waiting for him now.
And he can't turn. And he can't turn through the hairpin. He's noticing the lack of front downforce there, lack of turn-in. This game is a simulator-based racer. Unfortunately, the closest thing Chicken Wing will come to sim is Simps in a...
well, hopefully before we cross the finish line for the next round, he will be caught up with the pack.
And another penalty for Kia. This is getting slightly out of hand.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
And now I see Tunable also getting penalties.
Yeah,
18 seconds. He's close to.
Touch again. I'm watching.
Yeah, but it's Tunable. It's hitting him.
It's Tunable's fault that time.
Yeah. And the big thing is I saw Tunable also driving under AI, so I don't know if that. Oh, and Sims. What happened to Sims then? Drove onto the grass.
I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Doesn't have damage. So safety car in the slap. Let's sit on board with the race leader for now. Second and third place have 23 and 10 seconds worth of penalties respectively. The stewards will be thoroughly
Gigi Buerta is basically close to disqualification at the moment. I mean, he's got a 23-second penalty.
30 seconds is disqualification, I'm not sure.
Tunable 10 seconds, so he's
The tunable was responsible for 1 or 2 of those, but here they go. On the restart, Sims is going to leave it for as late as possible. He's going to want a good exit out of the Wall of Champions and gun it. The Alpine reads his restart.
Oh, what a big overtake from Tunable. He makes a move.
Tunable overtakes. That
at the back of Sims now. Yeah. Oh, and he drives him out of the road.
Yeah, I think that was evasive driving from Sims. Christopher making contact at the back, I think, but multiple warnings. And Sims trying to get himself away from the McLaren driver at all costs. Wants to have none of it.
Sector 1, yellow flags.
Yellow flags. I'm trying to see who it is. It's an Alpha
Chicken Wing.
Chicken Wing. Yeah, on the restart. I think they've lapped him, so Chicken Wing is currently a lap down, and he still has to serve his drive-through. So he's essentially doing GT3 pace at the current standings.
I see Jay also at the back of Saki now. Yo, he's like two tenths. Oh, and he almost hits the back.
Yeah, that was close.
That was close. Let's see on the straight. Can he make a move? Barry's also waiting for them to make mistakes. He's at the back, just chilling there.
See, he's got a very slow setup on the straight, but through the corners, you'll watch through Wall of Champions and how much Kia will gain on side.
Probably has to be a wet setup then.
Yeah. And now he's closer to Saki a little bit, but not close enough, unfortunately. On track closest battle is Kyle and Shubi. Kyle might have a look here going into turn 1, but that would be a dive bomb, I think, with that.
Corsa also at the back of them, and Pat trying to make the inroads.
Yeah. Corsa trying to have a nice recovery drive after his earlier spin. His car's very low to the floor though. He wants to stay off the curbs. I think that's what caused him to do. He's got Kyle and Shubi holding him up. Let's stay on board with these three for now. Very good battle for the final points position here.
Yeah, I'm on Kyle at the moment.
On board with Corsa Bucky as he's side by side with the McLaren coming through.
And he makes it stick.
He makes it stick.
Good overtake.
And now he's got Shubi in his sights. He'll have him on the main straight here.
Oh, he gets some nice good traction.
He'll take him at the hairpin actually.
Almost dumped the tire in the grass. Oh, luckily
Make sure there's no contact. There's contact.
There is definitely contact there. But luckily no damage.
Yeah, they keep it out.
Makes a stick again. 2 places up for Corsa there in quick succession.
Yeah, lovely racing from Corsa, Bucky. Well done to not cause anything
now
major.
Shakes at the back of Barry's.
Yeah, Shakes, I think, chasing down Barry's. Barry's having a fantastic drive for his debut today.
See here boxing, and he's serving his 5 seconds.
Theo's going to serve his 5 seconds, but still have, I think, a further 13 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah, he's going to be having long pit stops all night long.
Track battle now. Barry's and Saki.
Yeah, and Shakes also in the mix there. At the back of him.
Shakes is making a charge through the field. He's seeing a podium here with all the people with penalties ahead of him.
Dive bomb on the outside of Pat. I think it's team orders.
Yeah, the 2 teammates. I think that's team orders.
Yeah.
Aston Martin telling Justin to go get them.
Pakawayne and Kenji having a big battle, but Pakawayne brushes him off there.
Even closer to Saki. Saki now on the back of Christopher. A 3-way, 4-way battle could be ensuing here shortly. As the track does seem to be a Mercedes locks up of Shakes and nearly takes out the Williams. Great awareness from Barry's. Fantastic driving from the reserve driver. Absolute amazing drive so far. Great spatial awareness from Barry's. As we have, I think, Chris coming into the pits. He's doing a pit stop here.
Corsa also at the back of Zabaya now. I think he's going to make the move. Zabaya making the move, trying to defend it.
On turn 1, one of them will have to brake earlier. One will go on the outside.
Oh, that's clean racing. That's brilliant.
The Alpha should have it.
Wheel to wheel.
That's close. The Alpha's still there. He's still there. Elbows out.
Yeah, and then makes a stick. Nice stuff from
Very
Corsa.
fair racing from the two. Zubair actually gets, I think, invalid track cutting there, unfortunately.
But that was some awesome racing there, that little part there. Yo.
Very, very good racing.
So clean, left each other space. That's how you should do it. Not like what we saw today on the real F1.
Oh no, oh dear. I see
where
Barry
no space was left.
Back of Saki here, Kyle on the back of Shubi. He's chasing Alfa Romeo. And he might take him here. Oh, there's contact, saves it. Kyle nearly spinning around there. No damage for the time being. He's still about 5
overshoots with a bit there.
Yeah, missed
the braking point. Luckily no damage for Kyle.
As the next closest battle here might be J-Boy's got onto the Inters, and I think it is
Saki and Barry's
go into Inters with it.
Both into the box. It might be Jeff telling them to go in. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
she shakes that out, so it might cost him a bit.
Pierre Bertha has had an unfortunate chain of events. He's gone in to change his tires and he's got new wets.
Another 5 seconds. Oh, new wets.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
J-Boy making a charge through on those intermediates. Christopher as well in the intermediates. Sims coming through nicely.
Jay
He's
making
going
it
to
stick
be faster than the top 3.
Between
by far.
Saki, Biena and
Sims. He'll have better traction on the exits, but top speed they'll even out in the rain. He needs to make it stick. Bucky goes wide. Now he has to focus on Shakes. If he plans this correctly, he could have Shakes by the time they hit turn 1. Shakes will be diving into the pit lane, if I had to guess.
Still looks very well there. He's struggling with traction.
But these intermediate runners, about 3/4 of the field on Inters now, I see. As Shakes dives into the pit lane to get himself a set of Inters. Kyle gets a 3-second warning.
Going wheel to wheel here, Pat and Chris.
Yep. I'm seeing this on board. Pat makes a wise decision. He's pitting anyways to get himself Inters.
Now J-Boy also in P5.
So now if there's no incidents, everyone should be able to make the end of the race on these tires.
And Chicken Wing just lost it.
No.
Yeah, he's done.
I'm trying to see what part of the track. I think it's
Sector 1.
Waller Champions, Sector 1. Probably guessing Waller Champions.
And now
as
Sims
his teammate comes through.
With a 10-second lead, or am I mistaken?
Yeah. No, you are correct.
Yeah,
Sims opted to put early on intermediates, and it paid off. Good strategy from the boys in Haas today.
Of course, at the back of Zabaya now. Looks like they swapped around again as well. Because we were on them just now. And
Corsa, Zubair, and Shakes and Tunable are all swapping positions. Barry's now up to 4th, also gambling on Inters early, paying off for them.
Let's see if Corsa can make it stick. Big racing going on there.
Corsa Bucky now with Zubair.
I think he might have straight line speed with this dry setup of him. Look at that pace.
Go on the outsides, try get the racing line. The inside's quite dangerous here.
See, he pulled out of it there for a while.
Contact, definite contact. As Corsa Bucky also cuts the corner trying to avoid Zubair. Bit of a sloppy corner there from Corsa Bucky. Yeah, he doesn't quite seem to have his dry pace in the rain, unfortunately. Shakes now on the back of Saki Vietna. He's about 2/10 away, closest battle so far. Getting that wheel onto the curb, very dangerous. Using a bit of overtake. Should be close enough to make a move at the straight on the curb here. Shakes is giving everything in that Mercedes.
And they're wheel to wheel into the
they're wheel to wheel
hairpin. Yeah. Saki letting him go.
Clean corner. Nice racing.
Yeah.
And now Shakes is through and Sims is cruising away with a 13-second lead up front.
Tunable at the back of Barry's as well now.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Dive Bomb is still there. Oh, they make contact! The Alfa Romeo and the Aston Martin.
Now that makes a gap open for Kenty G as well now. And he overtakes...
Yeah, Kenty kind of side by side with the Alfa. That might be contact.
Ooh, it's a bit of a Dive Bomb, almost.
Wheel to wheel. The second corner out of the Ravage.
Zubair getting his elbows out there.
Yeah.
But just better traction.
Chicane, and Kenty manages to pull.
Yeah, good stuff from Kenty G there.
Cuts the corner. Snap of oversteer from Kenty. Scary moment.
Yeah, I saw that.
Must be having a heart attack. Trying to
Just sit on Pat here as well. He's at the back of Shubi.
Yeah.
Looks Shubi struggling for pace at the moment.
Where it seems like strategy hasn't gone his way, unfortunately. He was caught on old wet when the guys won inters. That's why he's dropped that side.
But I have to say, a lot of people having penalties at the moment. So if you just can keep it clean, you can gain a lot of position.
Clean. Pat's the fourth person without penalties, so he's in the running for a podium if he can get past Shubi and have a clean race. Shubi nearly loses it, spinning it. Oh, that was a good catch from Shubi.
And now,
you'd rather lose
open up the way for Pat now. Oh,
he should let Pat through. Oh, he's defending him. Bold defending from Shubi. Pat using his knowledge, not going side by side. Very good defending from Shubi, not hitting the wall there. That was Alibism.
Oh, I see Barry's. I think he lost the position on Tunable. I think they made a bad contact.
Got a penalty now. Another person got a penalty.
Yeah, I think Barry's lost the end plate. He and Tunable got collected there.
No.
That's bad luck for him. And now Shakes is gonna take advantage of this now. Yeah, Shakes overtakes him.
Unfortunate for Barry, he's going to have to pull in, and you don't want to be making unnecessary pit stops in the rain. His race might just be over, unfortunately, for the time being. He's going to drop down below Saki as well. Saki's going to have a better run out of that.
Barry's going to have to pit now.
Yeah, he's going
to lose a lot of spots now.
Yeah, hit the car in front of him, pulling into the pit lane. He needs to coordinate this properly.
Yeah, as I suspected, he boxed.
Saki goes up a place. Ferrari into the points. The second person without penalties now, Saki Bierner. He can get himself a nice podium position today. Sims currently 16.7 seconds down the road. It seems like a casual day at the office for Gunther and the
Yeah, no, Sims has got this in the bag at the moment. It's the only thing, a very, very big battle for P2 and P3. Yeah. You look at the times between Christopher, Jay, and Tunable, even Shakes.
Corsa, Jay, and Shakes all have low amounts of penalties. I think Tunable will be out of the podium running. He's got 11 seconds.
Unless he can serve one of them. I think one of them it might be a safety car incident where he can maybe save.
Chris is also there. They're closing in on the second place runner. Lovely to see him in the league this week.
And Saki having a clean account.
Awesome stuff.
He even claims only guys without penalties.
Good racing from the Ferrari.
As I'm speaking of Clems loses it and he's out.
Oh, there goes Clems. Really key up.
That's the safety car now.
Full safety car.
Full course.
Give some of the guys chance to put on newer inters if they feel like. There, I'm looking at the incident out of the second last chicane.
Yeah, I probably hit maybe one of the
I think he hit a
rumble strips, and then
a rumble strip.
And then off you go.
You know, the back hooks around. Once it goes around, you know what goes around comes around.
Yeah, you can't handle that car. It's so slippery out here. Even though the condition is improving a bit.
These enters, once they get worn, it is like driving on top of oil, ladies and gentlemen. It is quite difficult, these enters, once they...
Oh, this also helps the front runners now to get back into the...
Yeah, and as I'm seeing...
the mix with Sims.
Blue in the sky up ahead on board with the guys. The sky does seem to be a little bit bluer than earlier. We have 15 laps and a safety car, so we might get a couple laps of dry running.
That would be nice. You see, Carl also lost it.
Yeah. Carl's had a very unfortunate race today. I know he made his way up quite a few places earlier on.
I think the safety car might have helped Paris as well, because I mean he had a broken end plate at least now.
I think Tunable should probably go in and serve his 5 second if he's got a 5 second. See, racing in conditions where guys have penalties, you'll have to think ahead. It's very different.
I see Sims boxed. He's on a fresh pair of Inters now, where all of them are on old Inters.
He had a 3 pit stop essentially.
Yeah.
Did he cut a corner maybe somewhere? He's now got a 3 second as well.
Yeah, he did get a penalty.
So, what, driver of the day, Saki Bierno so far? No penalties, keeping it clean at Canada. If he can do it, why can't everyone
might
else?
just put him on a podium tonight if he can keep that running.
If anyone complains about the track limits, Saki can tell them, yeah.
It's no such thing.
Here he is.
All about
Saki
driver
Bierno
skill.
Catches up to the group, and he has got points in his eyes in front of him, like a buffet table in front of him. He's got a Mercedes, a McLaren, an Alpine, and Christopher. Sims looks like his pace is a bit too quick for these guys for now. They'll have to try get him at the race.
No, Sims is a league on his own, especially on Canada. Yo, he's got some monster pace here.
They'll have another lap under the safety car. A couple of the Alphas, and I think the Dutchman not yet quite with the
AlphaTauri not having a great race here in Canada.
Yeah. So
they're gonna have some hard words in the debriefing meeting.
Yep. Unfortunately, the AlphaTauri boys having a rough weekend. Clems as well. DNF for the Red Bulls. And let's sit on board with Sims. Let's just stay behind the safety car, gather ourselves, take a nice breath. And if I'm not mistaken, has the rain started to lighten up a little bit more?
It just looks like it's not like very light, yeah. But it might take a while for the track to dry completely, so maybe...
I think it's going to be 15 minutes. The next time slot might be dry, so that will be towards the last few laps of the race. So.
I think he might be able to lap... Oh, and... Kenty loses it. Under the safety car.
I see he is sideways under the safety car.
Loses 7 positions.
Yeah,
that's bad luck.
Unfortunate for Kenty G there. The Haas having a very good day just went south there.
Just trying to warm up the tires and whoop.
Yeah. I was too distracted looking at the crowd strike.
Oh, interesting. Shake's trying to overtake people under the safety. I don't know why he's doing that. He's a position back though.
Shake's maybe trying to get a bit of heat in here.
Maybe playing a bit of mind games with the guys. I see AI.
Oh yeah, he's warming up the rears and brakes. Don't worry, he's warming up the rears. Tunable here with 11 seconds. He's basically out of the running, so hopefully he lets the guys race clean. But for now, I think the safety car's still staying out, isn't it?
Yeah, because we got a AlphaTauri only in sector 1 now.
Yeah, if he was in sector 2, I think they would have restarted. Unfortunately, must have another lap. But it's wet weather, so the tires will be enjoying this. They will be. You lose a lot less heat under the rain in the safety car because you gain a lot less heat.
But still, looks like the safety car's got some nice pace because even Dutchman's struggling to catch the pack.
Oh, the safety car's quick in a straight line, eh? That thing was pulling in Baku. That thing was pulling.
So, top 3, Sims, Christopher, J-Boy. What do you think, Cameron? Obviously, I think Sims will obviously run away with it.
Sims was an expected runner to be in the top 3. I was expecting a bit of a nicer race from Corsa Bucky. Unfortunately, didn't quite have a... Oh, can I just stop speaking here for a second? There are no longer raindrops falling on the track, Wesley.
I see, so it's clearing up. We might see it dry weather at lap 28 maybe.
If a couple guys might not just dart in quickly soon.
I think it's too wet for softs. There's a lot of spray coming up still from the track.
You're not wrong. If the safety car comes in, they won't stop.
Yeah, I think it will come in now. Shoot, Dutchman has caught up. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on board with Sims just to explore how the inters feel at this weather. Right on board with the race leader for the time being. Few people having 3-second penalties running currently.
Sims warming up his fronts.
Yeah.
Oh, cat and mouse now. Tunable had a very good start under the last safety car. He almost had Sims in that one stage. So Sims might gonna have to be a bit clever, yeah.
To brake check here while they're warming up their tires. As now they come through Wall of Champions, you'll try get a nice getaway.
There he goes.
Better than last time. Better than
much better.
Good getaway from Sims. And the Red Bull of Christopher is under attack by J-Boy going alongside the McLaren. And the Mercedes pulling through.
Shakes.
They hit wheels.
He loses 2 positions though. Wheels. Oh, and Jay got knocked by Shakes over there. Luckily, he keeps it on the track. Loses 2 positions. Unlucky for him.
They're fighting tooth and nail here for 3rd place. The McLaren taking evasive maneuvers all over the track. He's spinning. What a save. I've never seen a car go so sideways in this thing.
Corsa also went up 2 places after the restart from P9 to P7. So he's still also in the mix, fighting back very hard.
There he comes alongside the Ferrari. Past Saki he goes, cuts the corner.
I don't see any spray left on the track. You might have to pit for dries now.
If I were Mr. Dutchman, I would play it early and go
let's see what Sims. Let's see what Sims gonna do. I think he might pit.
I think with cold weather they could go on softs till the end.
Yeah.
If they manage.
And I'm right. Some boxes. Some box.
Yeah.
He's going for the
People
dry
are pulling
set.
to the pit lane line. Definitely pulling to the pit lane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We might just see the whole lobby gonna pit now.
Everyone in the lobby will be coming in. We'll be seeing some double stacks.
The double stacks is gonna kill the teams.
All the drivers in the middle of the pit lane.
This is carnage. This is carnage.
The Alpine's double stacking. The McLaren's double stacking. Oh, the Alpine's slow on release. That's a shame for Pierre Borta, waiting for his teammate.
Pat stayed out. He stayed out. They don't want to do the sliding around. Sims on a medium.
So
interesting choice for him.
He's on the attack. Now keep your eye on Corsa Bucky. He's on the mediums, and we know the pace he has in the dry tire run. So this will be a good development. Should be 3-second time penalty. He's up to 6. Riding on board, I think here was Sims.
He misses his braking point.
Nice keeping it out of each other there.
I think Christopher's got a fresh set of softs. So he might be super fast here.
The Arch Mechanics needing 2 changes of underwear this race weekend. They had a very eventful weekend, the Arch Mechanics and the riders. There goes Pat. I think it was maybe wiser to pit last lap. Unfortunately, Pat again with strategy not quite lining up.
Yeah, I think he stayed out. Oh, and Saki loses it. Wing off, inner wall of champions. Unlucky for him.
Well, his end plate is
Only
off,
end
and I
plate,
think
yeah.
no, there's a bit of front wing damage there as well, not just end plates. A lot of that front wing is missing. Saki's going to be limping to the pits, but luckily Canada, not that bad of a place to limp to the pit lane. It's a short lap.
The only problem is he was in sector 1, so he's going to have to do a whole lap of a broken wing.
And the other Ferrari getting a 3-second penalty. I think he felt a disturbance in the force up ahead. Forza Baki now making up places through the field is absolutely blistering in the drive.
Barry's also overtook.
Theoretically, Forza Baki in third. Barry said, recovering nicely from his earlier incident, still in the points running. Barry, there he goes ahead of Sakis.
Good sportsmanship from Saki. He knows he's got damage, so he just made open for the guys.
The Aston will come out in the very, very close.
Dive bomb, full speed at the back of Barry's. Both got DRS enabled.
With tunable with the fastest lap, a little bit quicker than Corsa. Baki and the guys ahead very close to each other. Shakes side by side with Christopher. They did well not to hit each other. They're very narrow part of the track. Christopher backs out to let them work through. But he'll have a better run.
Christopher and Corsa on each other.
Watch Christopher. Watch Corsa, Baki.
Oh,
they're coming.
Much here.
This is too thin. Nearly breaks into the Williams. Corsa having to do some evasive maneuvers. Now watch Corsa, Baki, on the back of Christopher. Might plan a move here at the hairpin, or you'll wait.
Christopher's internet jumping a bit.
Yeah. See. A good exit from Corsa, Baki.
I think Shakes is going to be a sitting duck, yeah.
Shakes has no DRS. Here goes Christopher.
Might see a double overtake, yeah.
Corsa is pulling it just behind
being
Shakes.
Patient, yeah.
We'll take Shakes here, turn 1. Better exit than Shakes, and he's good.
Shakes has no ERS as well.
Yeah. There goes
good
Shakes
overtake from Corsa.
Of the podium positions. And look who they're at the back of, racing.
Sims. Interesting. I don't know what happened to him.
The dry running has thrown a spanner in the works for Sims, having a 16.5-second lead eventually at one point in the race. As he's struggling to warm up those tires, I see, is what I've noticed. I think he's got a qualifying... this looks like a qualifying or wet setup, that's why he's struggling with it.
Yeah, now Christopher at the back of him. On the over.
And here comes Corsa Baki on
they both
Christopher
take them.
too, gunning through the hairpin. They're going to be side by side.
Oh, not leaving a lot of space, but hits the wall.
Not running each other off. Very.
It's a drag race, literally, between Corsa and.
Stay on board here. Stay on board. 2 wide through the wall of champions. 3 wide. They're going to make it 3 wide. No, this can't end well. This can't end well. All falling into line. That would have been a disaster.
Yeah, what a great racing scene we had there.
I think that's how the order is going to sort itself out for now. Sims seems to be lacking pace on those medium tires, but he'll be challenging with the back of Shakes.
Corsa now getting away.
I see here,
pull the gap of 1.5.
Another overtake. Corsa was absolutely flying in the dry running. He's got a dry setup on, so you'll see him pull on these guys every day.
Some struggling in the dry, like you said, definitely had a wet setup.
But Christopher's got a 6-second penalty, and Shakes has 9, and Sims has 3. So this will be Shakes' race.
Once again, on the main straight. Let's see what happens here. We've got 4 cars in a line.
The McLaren of Tunable is also now in the fray. Watching these guys up ahead, no one really side by side. They've learned not to do that here. They rather wait for a better corner. Like turn 1, you can stamp hard on the brakes. In turn 1, as he pulls it out, not quite close enough to the distance.
Tunable trying to make a move on the horse of Sims.
Yeah. Pulls it out, doesn't see the space available. cuts the chicane, he'll get a warning there, that's for sure.
Yeah, some hard racing here, Cameron.
Tunable is... Oh, cuts it again. Tunable is really struggling here to keep it between the lines. Sims on the back of Shakes, on the back of Christopher, but close,
raining. Oh, someone loses it. I think it Shakes.
It Shakes,
yeah,
it Shakes, but he's recovered. Does he have wings?
He recovered, yeah, good stuff from him. Yo.
No,
I thought it might have been really over there.
And there he goes, chasing where he was fighting towards.
Looks like Christopher also lost the end plate.
The Christopher loses an end plate. We'll
looks like it. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Sorry.
No,
my mistake.
My screen is good. No, it just blends in a little bit better on the red. It's quite dark. And now the heart's quite close, not close enough. Tunable going on the outside of turn one, inside of turn
very
two.
aggressive from Tunable there.
Elbows out.
Makes it stick. Looks like a Max Verstappen move in a way there.
Sims not happy with that. Can't be happy with that at all, Sims. You'll be willing to push hard and get the place back later on the lap. Now at the back, Christopher Tunable seems to be picking up the pace of it. Christopher seems to be falling off slightly.
And this big fight between 2 and 5 is giving Corsa a nice gap, pulling away 3 seconds lead now. Yeah.
Pretty close to each
Tunable
other.
makes it move on Christopher. Can he make it down?
Seems to be holding.
Oh, and Sims also trying.
Yeah, Tunable takes it on the hairpin, but he's going to have a bad exit, but the guys aren't close enough. Christopher's a sitting duck here, he's got no DRS, and he pulls into the toe of Tunable. Christopher had the short end of the straw there.
Virtual safety car.
Yes, see, I'm trying to see for
I think it's an Alpha, I think it might be Dutchman.
Alpha Romeo and Alpha Tauri.
Alpha Tauri.
Yeah, and no end plates are on. No body damage I can see.
Driving very slowly though, like idling.
Is he pulling out of the race or something? Or what's happening?
Idea. He's driving like 100 k's.
Well, I think he's now adhering to VSC limits. That's why. He was going very slow.
See, Shake's getting another penalty, not going to help his scores.
Yeah. Well, anyone that wants to put onto the soft tyres will have a free pit stop here for fastest lap under the VSC.
The penalty is an interesting one, eh? See, Tunable's got 12 seconds, Sub's got 6, Christopher 6,
yeah,
Shake's 12.
The only one able to capitalize on the pit stop for the VSC. Should be drive-through penalties speeding in the middle of the lane.
I think this safety car might help Jay a lot. I mean, he's only got a 3-second penalty, so he might jump Shakes and Christopher.
I think he'll definitely jump Shakes, that's for sure, and yeah, he'll be challenging Christopher. Sims now on the back of the McLaren, and Shakes goes through past Christopher.
So the race is back on the way, green flags, let's see. 2 laps remaining.
VSC helping Tunable get a little bit closer to Corsa Bucky, but however Tunable does have quite a few penalties. Corsa will cruise all the way to the end. I hate to say it to curse him, so I'll wait till the last lap. And get some assumptions. Sims now behind the McLaren, these two will be fighting it, but so far Sims is ahead. Oh, Tunable loses it, Tunable loses it. Just ahead of Sims.
Unlucky for him.
Yeah.
It's cost him now.
He was struggling with track limits today as well. He's had a bit of an untidy race Tunable. We'll have to go back to the drawing board. Yeah, in real life, McLaren coming with a 1-2 at the Italian Grand Prix. Let's forget to mention. Fortunately today, they don't quite have that race.
Another close race is dive bomb and Barry's dive bomb on the DRS. There's a lot of pace. Oh, and he gets a penalty.
Oh, dive bomb cuts it. He has to cut it. So Barry should be safe here. Barry's will jump Tunable and go into 6. tunable will fall down to about 8 or 9.
See, Jay also got another 3 seconds, so that's not going to help him.
So we went from everyone other than Saki not having penalties to a Ferrari without a wheel and many penalties.
Not one guy there's no driver without a penalty.
I'm afraid to say it, but I feel Tier 1 tomorrow will be the same case. This track is very tricky.
Yeah, track limits are very strict here to get everything right.
But I will mention, I think my driver of the day, Barry's with the awesome recovery drive after he spun back up into some decent points for his first race. I see Sims as well having a nice race as well. Corsa, Bucky, Sims and Barry's might be drivers so far.
Might see an overtake here on Kenty G and Quas. Kenty in the DRS now zone. Can he make it stick?
Close as well, but Quaz and Kenty go. Oh, there's contact.
That's really off. That's it's off.
Oh no, pit boy Kenty. No Kenty. Oh, he decided to.
On my screen, the mag. He's on a mag. Oh, he's got a puncture. You're right.
He's got a massive puncture. Yeah,
that cost him the race. Literally.
A bit too late. Yeah,
I think Quaz made a double movement as well there. Eh? To be honest.
Yeah, there might have to be a double movement there. We'll have to see. Shenanigans on the last lap as I think all the gaps are settled. Shubi overtakes Kenty in the pits. Dive bomb here might make a move on Barry's if he's close enough. But here comes Corsa. Along
dive bomb's got also a lot of straight line speed. Let's see.
Yeah. In the dry, I must say, Corsa Bucky looked untouchable, and in the wets, who was it? I think it was, no? Who was good in the dry, in the wets?
Sims, very good.
Sims,
yeah.
And there it is, Corsa Bucky comes over the line for the win, and I think Christopher
really off durable. Drove right into Shakes.
But he's across the line. The line.
No, but it's the last lap. Yeah, it's across the line, but he's total wreck. At least he scored a few points.
Shakes seems to have passed the line fine, and I don't think he got a penalty. So there goes Patman across the line.
Great stuff from Pat, having a quali ban, still recovered into the points. Good stuff from him.
Ban, and he had a bit of a strategy mishap with the wet tires there in the middle of the race. Good drive from Pat. Justin Divebomb, I think our championship leader, might be changing after this race. Corsa Bucky will be right on the tail of Divebomb for the championship standings. So let me look at the fastest lap. That will go to Tunable with his wheel off. I think he was pushing for the fastest lap. Is what I can
I think Shake spun out and he drove right into him.
Yeah, I think Tunable was going, and Barry's driver of the day, I can't deny that from Formula 1. Good decision.
Codemaster's making the right decision on that one. I think Barry's had a very good stint.
Is that Corsa, Bucky, Sims and Christopher on the podium?
That's correct. My money was on Sims, and then Corsa Bucky comes back at it and he shows us how it's been.
Corsa Bucky, eh? Yeah. I knew he was quick in the dry, but when it started raining, he was shaky. He was looking at
a lot of penalties.
Let's go through the race director. Let's open up the incidents tab and quickly run through here. Scroll through that. I'm not reading that out. Just scroll through that for the people at home to look at all of those incidents. Way too many for us to catalog. As I read out the final places, Corsa Bucky first, Sims second, Christopher Avis in third, that's the podium. J-Boy, the reserve driver, in fourth, Shakes in fifth, Barry's amazing drive debut in sixth, Tunable seventh, Justin A, Pat 9, and Quaz with a very difficult race, rounding up the final points places for the 10. Unfortunate races for some of the guys here, but it was interesting. You can't say it was uneventful.
Yeah, it was a very exciting race, and thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back next week.
Yeah, and thanks for sticking through the comms issue we had earlier. As you can see, we had a
luckily for the race, we got it sorted, and that's what counts.
Awesome.
And where are we next week, Cameron?
Anyways, not sure, but Australia?
One of my favorite tracks. I hope it's Australia.
Anyways, also, can I just say to the guys watching at home, you can go check out my channel if anyone's interested in other content from me. Rhythm Gaming, but yeah.
Awesome stuff.
That's all from me.
Much
today.
appreciated, man.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Great stuff.